So, uh, last night was fun. Drank, made a video, and uploaded through the night, and then I watched it over. And, sometimes I'll say something and I'm like, or like, I like go from topic to topic, or not topic to topic, but from thing to thing with like, I have no transition. Um, so I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Because I can talk about stuff, but like, I guess I'm bad at making it flow or something. I don't know. So my head kind of hurts a little bit. Of a hangover. Not that bad though. And there's a lot of doing that in the videos too. A lot of I don't know what to say. A lot of long pauses because I'm not good at this yet. Like I think I can speak and be relatively not boring, but the only thing that is boring for sure is like the long pauses and stuff. So, yeah. Like this one. Cuz I don't know. I like have some topics I want to talk about like movies, music, uh movies and music, I guess. I really like horror movies. Um my favorite I'm between two favorite movies, Hereditary and The House That Jack Built. The House That Jack Built's not a horror movie. It's like a really pretentious, like, Lars von Trier movie. He made, uh, what's it called? Antichrist, which is, I enjoyed, but is very, pretentious. He's just known for being pretentious, I guess. Um, but The House That Jack Built, it's just, there's so many just delightful scenes in there. Like, because it's very, very violent, but it's like it's done in it's like it's shot like it's The Office, is what it seems like, some of the scenes. And it's like, depending on like how you feel about really violent stuff, like you could be disgusted and like, oh, or you could think that shit is funny just because the way it's done is like is funny, you know. um so that's a good movie. And it's I really like movies that are, this might be weird or pretentious to say, movies that are like really unsatisfying. Like The Lighthouse, the ending, like it was definitely the crescendo of the movie. Um, but like it's unsatisfying, you know? Like I don't want to spoil it, but like just the last shot, it's just like, well, there it is. I'm not gonna spoil it though. And The House that Jack built is like very unsatisfying. Like like in multiple different ways. Like because towards the end, like toward the beginning, it's like you think you know what kind of movie this is gonna be, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be a fun movie. And then towards the end, it just gets really like out there and pretentious. I don't want to say pretentious. Like the only reason I say that is because I know that's what people would call it. Um, so what was I gonna say? So it's like really unsatisfying, but like just the feeling that like an unsatisfying ending gives me is like strong, you know, especially with that movie. Like the ending, I'm just left with like a feeling it's not a good feeling, I guess. But like it's strong, I guess. And I have similar thoughts about Hereditary, which is the scariest movie I've ever seen. Um, but it's tasteful, scary, you know? Like it's not boo, you know? It's scary in multiple different ways. There's like uh just this family is getting torn apart by the events that's going on, and like it's just like so fast. Within like 2 or 3 days, I think shit just gets bad for everyone, and like the dad is just fucking over it and like resents the mom, and the mom is like trying to fix the situation. And every time she like, I have a plan, I'm gonna fix it, or whatever, the dad's just like, no, not again, type shit. And the kid, um, the teenage boy kid, the teenage boy character, um, he's so fucking good. I think like the mom, uh, what's her name? The actress. Tony something. She had the best performance, just like one of the best performances I've ever seen. But the kid at the last scene, he shined. Like I'm not gonna spoil any of it again, um, but he was so convincing of like what he was feeling, you know. Um, so those are my two favorite movies. Yeah. Uh, I wanted to talk about music, I guess. Like, I really just don't know what to talk about. And I think just like talking about my favorite things, like my favorite movies and my favorite music, like, I don't know who's gonna enjoy it, but I'm having fun making it, so I guess whatever. Um, Favorite music. Uh, the first artist I've ever gotten into, I kind of got into music in middle school, in the middle of middle school maybe. And the first artist I got into was Sufjan Stevens, the folk guy. Um, and I'm happy that he's the first guy I got into, because like I really like him, and like his shit is so beautiful. And I went through eras of which albums were my favorite. Like at first it was Age of Odds, his like electronic, big, gargantuan, epic sounding album. Uh, it has some, some quiet parts too. Um, but now, I think my favorite, I go between Michigan and Seven Swans. Like Michigan is just so, some of it's just so sad sounding, and some of it's so sweet sounding, but it's always just so rich and creamy with the instrumentation or whatever. Like, oh, the last song, like the trumpet in the last song, or that's another song. Vito's Ordination song? Or is that other song? I might be confusing two songs. But anyway, the last song, like the trumpet, it just sounds like it sounds like it's coming from behind a mountain, and there's a sunset behind the mountain. That's that's what it sounds like. It's just so perfect. Um, and then Seven Swans, like, by the way, I don't know if the video is gonna cut out. If it cuts out, then okay, that's gonna be the video. Um, Seven Swans is just a really good, solid ass folk album. It's easier for me to get into short albums, and that one's a bit shorter. Um, and it has like such a good opener, such a good closer. The two last songs I see as like the two closers, because it's like the crescendo of the album, the second to last song, the song Seven Swans. It's definitely the biggest point, the crescendo. And then you have the outro that is just so sweet sounding. And I'm not like a religious person, but this album's very religious, which I don't have a problem with. I see some comments online. People are like, I would like it if it was not religious. I don't know about that. Um, but I've never really cared. So what was I saying? Like, the second to last song is about like how big God is. I forget like the expression um like you have to fear God or whatever, or something like he's something to be afraid of, but like you still like love him or whatever. And then the last song is like, okay, that being said, it's still beautiful, and it ends on just a high note that's very beautiful. I don't know, something about those two closers just always hits me, and like, I guess I read it that way. Like the fear of God, and then the, you know, you might fear him, but it's a it's a beautiful thing. It's a happy thing. I don't know. So Sufjan Stevens got into first, and then I got into rap. I like MF Doom. I like Capital Steez. I like that Mos Def album, the Nas album. I don't know. Madlib. I twitched. Um, there's a bunch others that, you know. Earl Sweatshirt, amazing. Tyler the Creator, amazing. Tyler the Creator is actually the first rapper I got into. I listened to Wolf. First rap album I ever listened to. And it's a good one to start with, I think. Because I love that album. It's my favorite from him, I think. Um, then at some point I got into Animal Collective, which I would say is my all-time favorite band or group or slash artist or whatever. Um, they got some good shit. Like, I don't listen to them as much as I did in high school. But back then, man, I was on Animal Collective. Uh, some of the solo releases from some of them. Avi Tear, his album Eucalyptus, is like top 3 for me albums of all time. Person Pitch, probably like top 10 albums of all time. It's incredible. Maybe top 5, I don't know. Um, The Deacon album's really good. I think I underrated it. I should probably listen to it again. Um, my favorite Animal Collective albums probably Feels or Sung Tongs. Before it would have been Strawberry Jam for sure. Um, uh, so yeah, Eucalyptus is in the top three. Frank Ocean's Blonde is in my top three. That's like probably the thing that like I agree with the internet the most in terms of music. Like I agree with them the most with like Blonde by Frank Ocean. It's so emotional. And it's like it sounds nostalgic, but like it is nostalgic for me now because I listened to it in like sophomore year and I kept listening to it and now I'm like, oh, high school makes me think of those times, you know. So Blonde, and then I forgot to mention my favorite rapper in the game right now, Quale Chris. He kills it every time. And his album Lullabies for the Broken Brain, it's an instrumental album. I think it's like 20 minutes long. Is in my top three. Is in the top three. So Eucalyptus, Blonde, and Lullabies for the Broken Brain. Criminally underrated. Everyone says, this is no disrespect, but everyone says Jay Dilla's Donuts is the best instrumental hip hop album, period. Like, so many people say that, and I love that album. Like, I own it. It's, like, probably my second favorite instrumental hip hop album. But Lullabies for the Broken Brain just is just beautifully crafted. Like, it. He puts, like, a sample at the beginning of a song that, like, that's, like, the theme for this song. And then, like, the beat, like, matches the theme somehow. And it's just so cohesive and off kilter and out there. First time I listened to it, it felt like my brain was breaking, you know? Um, yeah. I've talked for 18 minutes now. What else? There's probably some other music. I'm looking at my music. I like the microphones and Mount Erie are amazing. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Um, I'll probably just end it. I will. I noticed in the other videos, whenever I was ending it, like I just took so long for some reason. Just like, okay, guys, I'm gonna end it. All right, bye, guys. No, 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 no. I just took forever, like I'm doing now. So I will be back later.